Welcome to the instructional part of the video. You can get tabs and backing tracks if you go to my website, www.erichaugenguitar.com. For information about the sound tools I'm using today, go ahead and click on the description box underneath in your YouTube player. And for access to exclusive live streams, worksheets, and other quick tip video lessons, you can find me on patreon.com/erichaugenguitar. Now to the lesson. After the lengthy piano intro, you have essentially an A minor and a G, to which Jeff is doing a very Neil Young So if you're not familiar with that style, you have the downbeat. I guess all four downbeats are really palm muted. That's step one, and he does do a little hammer on that G string 0 to 2. And when you get to your G, don't do this G. I'm really just worried about this root note here, this 3rd fret of my low E. He's muted out, and I have these fingers free too. That cool melody that he put there. So that is G, open, there's that little A note, the 2nd fret of our G, open again, and then you may see me go, which is the same as going, but now using the 4th fret note, and then work it up. It's just a G scale, 4, 5, 7 with that open D. So you got, you know, anything. Oh, I guess I'm using middle finger, sorry. Now the next cool bit is polychords. So it's really A minor, and I think, you know, it's such a pile of instruments that really I'm keeping part of an A minor and part of a G, and they call that a polychord, when really you got both chords going at the same time, and that's why that 2nd chord is such a mess. So yeah, G, A minor, together. You know, there's someone up high, I think, doing and that. There's piano, maybe multiple. So yeah, it's, you know, I choose this because it sounds nice, and that way when I drop in with the, it pops a little more if I'm coming from down low. So the very cool Richard Lloydian / Jeff Tweedian thing, which I read somewhere that before making this record he had taken some lessons with television's Richard Lloyd. It shows, and it shows in a really cool way, because it doesn't sound like Richard Lloyd, it sounds like Jeff Tweedy. So this is, you know, A minor structure up here. He's going for this B tone, which is a ninth. So 7, 7. That's all it is. Now watch this index finger, 5th fret of the G to a 0. Good job, Eric. And that's his little walk down, which really is just that. What, G, F sharp, E. You can drone the G against that. 7th fret note. You can either hit those two together or, you know, whatever sounds cool is going to be okay with me and Jeff, I hope. I love stuff like that where you get drone, ringing out, dissonance, more dissonance. And there might be another 5-0 and then that bit is now, you know, against a G, so he aims for, hits an open G, and that's, yeah, there's a G chord here, aiming for sixths is 9, 0, 8, 7 and 7, still having that gap, and then, yeah, I think from there, 0, 5 and 3, so last little bit, 3, 1, 0, little, so that famous iconic part. And he plays it literally differently every time, so it's okay if you change it up. Does that twice, and then there's something that happens. I'm not sure what, so I cop it as. That's just my take on that, which is a cool lick. Again, playing around with dissonances, because 5 and 0 of that G and that open B give you a nice bump. And then, yeah, hammer on, pull off, pull off. And then same thing with 4 and 5. And that's, you know, out of A minor, really. I was like, well, that sounds kind of like it. And then, this is really the thing from the intro. And then I just picked kind of some of the choice moments from the solo and then sort of did my own thing with it. So I know the next thing that happens is out of kind of, no, still A minor. So yeah, that's playing around this tone here, our A tone, our tonic in A. Get this ninth interval here. Something around there, I can't be too exact. My transcription will include exactly what I played, but something in there is what I was going for. And then, if I recall, the next tone I aim for, and this is what I often do with solos when I'm just kind of playing around with areas. If I was centered around that note, my next thing that I center myself around is the 5th of the key, this E here. So yeah, I'm centering around that, playing around with the minor scale. Knowing that ultimately I'm going to get the next lick is going to be up here, so I don't want to go too high. So I know that I was kind of like... So that when because I knew I was coming around for this Tweedy lick, this... Turn my behind back. that thing that he does there, I knew I wanted to, you know, not go up yet because I was aiming for that, which is, yeah, that's an A minor. 10 and 10 on the D and B, and yeah, he tremolo picks it. Okay, let's keep it loose. So yeah, 10 goes up to 12, back, 8, there's that 7. So yeah, playing around. Oh, I guess that's A Dorian, really. Oh, that makes sense because it's key of G. That's right, yeah. I might do some, like, some Led Zeppelin. And what did I do after that? I think I go up. Still looking, I guess, A Dorian or A minor coming up from G. Again, well, I like to see my scales across the fretboard. I can see them in all spaces, so if I find myself somewhere, I'm just like, all right, I'm getting there. Wait up, guys. I caught him doing that on the record. And yeah, I'm not using my whammy bar right now because I'll instantly put this Mustang out of tune. Still A Dorian. That's, what was that? 17, 14, 15, kind of playing around with those. I might play around with those. Or even, again, I guess the reason I can do that is because I can see my scale. Oh. And so once you look for it, you can see it in both spots, you can find. And then once I've done that triumphant bend on 17 there, which is, there's A. I'm gonna just get, I knew I was ultimately trying to get back down to that cool, to get back to that B tone there, so. And then once I'm there, I'm really just trying to let the thing go away. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it walk away from there. I think that sums it up for now. I think the main thing about this guitar part, well, aside from the great tone and the very creative playing, is the visualization of your minor / Dorian scale across the whole fretboard. That knowledge is, I think, a big part of what Jeff Tweedy is doing to kind of wander around and make his sounds. Other than that, yeah, I guess there's not a whole lot of trickery going on. It's just very clever, very creative, and very artfully played. Have fun with it.